toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be fielded at the 8th. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the only 6-time Super Bowl champion in league history. In his 20th season now, Tom Brady.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Thomas, the 9-year vet. Of course, all those great seasons with Denver. 5 straight 1,000-yard campaigns in Denver. Dealt to Houston at the trade deadline last year and now trying to work his way back off. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Noah Fant with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Texans under their 6-year head coach, Bill O'Brien. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They go play action here on 1st down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Watson. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. And let's look here at the Houston offense.
Have no idea what they're putting in the food in the Martin household, but they've developed 2 terrific offensive linemen. Brother Zach, a perennial all-pro at guard with the Dallas Cowboys, but Nick, no slouch at center for the Houston Texans. He sets the tone for their offensive line. He's the pivot up front.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. For New England, this is how they will line things up defensively. And they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And stopping the run That's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit.
Holding offense.
So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Fuller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. They'll run with Lindsey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 11th touchdown of the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot 1st down. Brady now on 1st down. Wide open, Julian Edelman. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Brady now already over 100 yards passing in just this 1st quarter. It's 1st and 10. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
And there he is, the MVP of Super Bowl 53, wide receiver Julian Edelman. A huge piece of the New England offense. They really missed him in 2017 when he was out with an ACL. But in the playoffs of 2018 and the Super Bowl itself, Julian Edelman was indeed the difference.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
7-7, our score after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Watson now to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Lindsey.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw, Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs. Watson now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Watson. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
Tom Brady and the Super Bowl champs ready for their next possession. So Brady and the Pats take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Brady. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. First down. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Again, they'll throw with Brady. Evans has it left side. 12 more yards there and another first down. Of course, this building played host to Super Bowl 51, the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. Tom Brady and these Patriots came storming back from that 28-6 deficit to shock Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons for yet another Super Bowl title. And now they're back here for this bout. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Elliott. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. He's got Evans. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. first down carry by Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. On second down now, it's Elliott. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily, you're right, but he did there. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. Well, that will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Watson. Throwing again. Caught left side, Hopkins.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. He hit us first. This one from 40 yards out. Fairbairn able to put this one through. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams at the break. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Now a first down throw. Watson over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watson on target here to Fuller. But he gets this deep into Patriot territory.
Let's go! Let's go!
Watson hitting Fuller with a big one. 42 yards. So after the big play, look at this. All the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 6 there, but now it's 3rd.
It's a gain of 6. Single receiver.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Andy Isabella with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Still one more game to get to here in Week 13, and it comes your way tomorrow night. Monday Night Football up in what should be a cold but obviously always noisy CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Vikings and Seahawks, 8:15 Eastern. Brady and the Patriots now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A pass there over the middle to start things out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Brady. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. J.J. Watt. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
I'm guessing, partner, that if we're in the huddle with the Patriots right now, there's not a single guy that thinks they have any chance of coming back in this one, especially not with Tom Brady.
Yeah, who's Tom Brady? What's he done in the past as far as comebacks are concerned? They're down right now, but that can evaporate quickly with him in the huddle. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Brady. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, No more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. A shotgun snap for Watson. Open man right side is Ingram. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 2 yards on the completion at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson over the middle. He's got his tight end Ingram. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the 4th quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Houston. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
That throw by Brady incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's Brady, flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Pats do snap it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Tom Brady needing a fourth-quarter comeback here. He's actually only done it 8 times in the last 5. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, it's Watson. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing again, it's Watson. His pass caught with the 4. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
This will be fielded at the 8. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Brady now on first down. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. Breaks the tackle, he's got room to run. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 11 yards there, first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Check 50, check 50.
On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film.